Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 8:39 exactly, news and views right here on Salam Media. Next on the show, we'll be talking with Patrick Mokgalusi. He is Regional Secretary, Greater Tshwane Operation Dudula. Now, the eThekwini Municipality denied permission for Operation Dudula to use the Gugu Dlamini Park for the event yesterday. And this was revealed through a statement on Saturday morning by Brigadier J. Naika of the KwaZulu-Natal Police Department. He is obviously the spokesperson. So I should imagine a huge setback for this planned march on Sunday in eThekwini. Patrick, good morning, welcome.
Hello, hi, Mama. How are you? I'm holding, man. I'm on the line.
Yes, how are you? Welcome.
Yeah. Now, I hear you now. Mama. How are you? Good morning, Mama.
I'm very, very well, thank you indeed. So the fact that the planned march wasn't able to go ahead yesterday in eThekwini must be a great setback for Operation Dudula.
Yeah, Mama. You know, wait, Mama. Yeah, I hear you now correctly. We're denied access, Mama. But I think there was a poor communication between our provincial coordinators with SARS because our operation is operating. So it's different with the police from KZN. So I think we need to go down there. The whole leadership of Operation Dudula, national leadership, we have to go to Durban and out some issues with the law enforcement agencies and tell them how we operate here in Gauteng. We are not a vigilante group because they cited. I saw the rejection letter from Section 3 of Gathering Act 205. They said no. There was an audio clip circulating threatening to ban and close down all illegal, foreign national shops. So that's not how we operate. Remember, we're operating within the confines of the law. So that's why we need to go down there to reassure KZN, SAPS, and all law enforcement agencies in that province that no, our mission and vision is not to terrorize or to inflict pain to foreign nationals. We have to enforce our immigration law in an orderly manner. Remember, as I'm always telling you that our operations are led by SAP and Home Affairs. So I think that communication needs to be articulated properly down there in KZN.
So, Patrick, you say that the intent by Operation Dudula is not to harass foreign traders or immigrants.
Yes.
How do you distinguish who? Because I should also imagine you don't have a problem with legal immigrants in the country. How do you distinguish who is legal and who is illegal? I mean, you could be going and shutting down a legal operation and depriving that family and that community of their hard-earned money, infrastructure, etc. How do you ascertain who is legal and who is not?
Thank you, Mama. Thank you for this question. Remember, by a mere looking, me especially for Operation Dudula, I can't say or point out that this, my brother or my sister, is an illegal foreigner. That's where Home Affairs comes into picture. Home Affairs need to check the documents and even SARS to check the custom and everything, the project they're selling. They checked by SARS Customs, Home Affairs to verify foreign nationals' IDs and whatever. They know it's their job. So for us, as of Dudula, is to ask Home Affairs to enforce their Section 41 of Immigration Act, number 13 of 2002, which talks about verification and identity. So by a mere looking with my own naked eye, I can't differentiate between fake passport or fake asylum, refugee asylum. So now we need Home Affairs and SAP. So Home Affairs are accompanied by SAP. But
Okay, Patrick, listen to me. This line is
yeah,
a bit bad, but I do need to ask you. Just concentrate on the question I ask you next. I hear that
yes,
this is the position. I know that it is Home Affairs Department's job to,
yeah.
to identify illegal and legal foreigners. But when you go on a march and when your members of Operation Dudula are all fired up, how do they know whether they're targeting a legal or an illegal entity? And in the heat of the moment, things can go horribly wrong. So, what is your plan, your modus operandi, that you don't target the wrong people and destroy lives in the process? Because you have obviously just said now on air, you have admitted on air that you can't with your naked eye able to see who is legal and who is not legal. Having said that, do you then think Operation Dudula should still be going ahead? Because you could be shutting down and destroying the livelihood of legal people in the country.
No, no, we can't do that. Mama, remember, Operation Dudula is law and order. We want to see the rule of law prevailing in our country. We can't carry out illegal operations. That we have to consult the relevant law enforcement agents, whether it's SAPS or Home Affairs, to lead us on every operation that we're carrying out. So, Mama, we can't just wake up and say, no, we're going for Operation Dudula. No, this is dangerous, and and then otherwise it can escalate or split into xenophobia. No, we can't do that, Mama. We are not even allowed to do that.
Okay, so tell me, how do you plan a protest? Like, for example, yesterday you're going to be.
Hey.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yeah, I hear
Patrick?
you now. Yes,
All
yes, I
right.
hear you, Mama.
You were planning with your members to meet at Gugu Dlamini Park and march through the city center. And members of Operation Dudula said that they aim to identify foreigners operating shops illegally in the city. What were you going to do? And in future Dudula operations, when you identify an illegal operation or a store that is being run illegally by an illegal immigrant, are you going to confiscate their goods? Number one, is that fair? Or will you just shut down the shop? How do you aim to meet this challenge? Because even though you want to shut down the shop, it's not fair to confiscate their goods. They've worked very, very hard to put goods in that particular shop or in that store or on
Yeah,
that. So what is
yeah.
the plan? What is the plan?
Mama, our mother sovereignty is very simple. We identify, as community, we identify a problematic area where we see crime is being committed. And then with the information we have, we take it to the precinct commander, which is station commander, a police station in that area, to say, our station commander, we got this information. There's a crime is being committed in such and such place. According to Section 18(1) of Police Act, and then community, together with their police, can sit together and identify problem, and jointly so find a solution. Then now we say, no, we have identified this. Please, your station commander, go operationalize on the information that we're giving you. Remember, we can't even go there without police. It's not allowed. Then we give police information, and then they lead the operation. That's why we can't even shut down, because police must be able to do their work. And then if police wanna involve the relevant law enforcement agency. If ever the shop may be said counterfeit goods, then police know the relevant department. This case is SARS. They rope in SARS to say, sir, let's go there and verify. And then if it's a shop or a store hiring illegal immigrants, then police will call in labor and welfare, say no. Let's go, labor, let's go there. Community say no. That shop has hired illegal foreigners. That's how we operate. We can't just go there alone without police, without any law enforcement agency. That's wrong. We can't do that as Operation Dudula.
Okay, so you won't intimidate or hurt any illegal foreigner, and you won't confiscate their goods. You will then you'll march through the area, a 2-hour march to make your presence felt, but without any violence or any destruction to infrastructure. You'll just march through and then inform the authorities that there is that many illegal operations or that many illegal workers being employed by a particular business entity. Is that it?
Yes, Farmer. Yes, Farmer. I agree. You know what? Have you seen our operations in Gauteng? We have never ever have any clashing or confrontation with foreigners. Then they are always talking to police. We are not even allowed to talk to those people. Remember, we are there on oversight visit as Operation Dudula. We just observing. The law enforcement agencies are the ones who carrying out operations. We are just observing. We give them information, they operationalize. That's our.
Okay, Patrick, my final question to you. Because the march was cancelled yesterday in eThekwini, when are you planning? Are you planning a future march there? And when will it be?
Yes, we will launch eThekwini. But first of all, we have to go there. The leadership of Operation Dudula, we must go there, reassure our police and any law enforcement agency, any law enforcement authority to say, this is our modus operandi, this is our aims and objectives. We are not a vigilante group. We can't even confront foreign nationals. You will be talking to them. Then if our people in Devon identified problematic areas where crimes are being committed, then you will lead the operation as the relevant law enforcement agency, not as Operation Dudula. We will be there observing, marching peacefully, singing. Look at you see on our TV. We just singing peacefully so. Not confrontation, not with foreign nationals.
All right, Patrick. I hear you loudly and clearly. We will follow the story. We'll keep an eye on it. Thank you indeed for reassuring us that these are peaceful marches without any harassment, without damage to infrastructure, without looting, without hurting foreign nationals, whether they are legal or illegal. Thank you indeed. Go well and a very good day to you.
No looting, no confrontation, no penny of businesses. Thank you.
Good on you. Good on you. God bless. Take care. Good on you. It is exactly 8:53. This is News and Views right here on Salam Media. That was Patrick Mokgalusi, Regional Secretary of the Greater Tshwane Operation Dudula. Well, let's hope they stick to what they have professed right here on Salam Media. 8:53 in a minute or two, we will be talking with Professor Andre Duvenage regarding the suspended SAFTU senior office bearers. What's that all about? Well, you can stay with me and you'll hear about it in a minute or two.